उसको ना उतना ही पार्ट चॉप कर देना पीछे का.
The India women's cricket team have made a great start in their do-or-die encounter against Barbados. A 50 from Jemima Rodrigues after 21 international innings. Yes, what a time to get a 50. Plus, Shafali Verma's aggressive knock have helped India reach 162 for 4 against Barbados after 20 overs. It was yet again Barbados letting the initiative slip. They had gotten rid of Smriti Mandana cheaply. But Shafali and Jemima Rodrigues have ensured that India reach a good total which can give their bowlers plenty to defend. 162 for 4 on a slightly up and down Edgbaston wicket does present a big challenge for the Barbados batters. But remember one thing, they have Deandra Doughton, the only individual probably who can take the game away with some inspired hitting. Barbados did not help themselves by bowling their overs slowly for the second game out of the three. Remember, in the game against Pakistan, they bowled their overs too slowly, and that is why one fielder, for every minute that they were over the rate, they got one fielder inside the circle. That is the new rule now. If you have exceeded the time that has been allotted for your overs, then you have to get one fielder inside the circle. So that is why it has a very, very strange bowling display from the Barbados bowlers. And having gotten rid of the dangerous Smriti Mandana, it was very, very essential for Barbados to run through the remainder of the batting. Because remember, apart from Harmanpreet Kaur, the rest of the batting lacks a slight bit of experience. Smriti Mandana and Shefali are really, really good. Now, there are a lot of comments which are like saying, what are the chances for India and what is the highest target chased by Barbados? Well, Phoenix, the highest target that was chased by Barbados was in the game against Pakistan. But again, let me tell you, it was there Barbados did not chase. They batted. And when they batted first in the game against Pakistan, they were like 130-ish. But when they batted against Australia, they were bowled out for 68. So, this is the first time Barbados will actually be chasing in the Commonwealth Games. And it's a big, big chance for India because the bowling attack of the India women's cricket team looks stronger. They have Pooja Vastrakar, they have Radha Yadav. Yes, Radha Yadav had a very, very off game against Australia. But here, on a sluggish pitch, they really can cause some problems for the Barbados batters. Radha Yadav, Pooja Vastrakar and Renuka Singh has been simply sensational at the start and even at the end. Her accurate bowling plus her swing makes many, many batters uncomfortable, especially the in-swing. They should have sent Pooja Vastrakar in place of Tanya Bhatia and middle pace slowed. Phoenix, yes, in the middle the pace slowed. But unfortunately, what happened is that the pitch is becoming slower and slightly sluggish for stroke play. So unfortunately, perhaps getting any promotion of the order could not have worked. Yeah, it was expected that they would have slowed. Chances for India, big boy, it's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. Sneh Rana should have come ahead of Deepti Sharma. Karthik Banta is saying. Sneh can score boundaries even at rotate strike. It's not often that she plays and misses a lot. True, but then on this wicket, the new batter coming in could have made things slightly more complicated. Because look, what was the situation after this? Harmanpreet Kaur fell to Shakira Salman first ball. Tanya Bhatia fell 6 of 13. But you have to give credit to Deepti Sharma for the way how she revived the innings for India. Because Deepti Sharma rotated the strike and she ensured that she got some crucial hits to get India past 150. India were defending 155 against Australia. But remember, the Australian bowling is simply, the Australian batting rather, bats too deep. And that is why I feel that this Barbados batting lacks a bit of depth. Because apart from Hayley Matthews and Deandra Doughton, there is actually not much of batting in the Barbados team. So, the pick of the bowlers was Hayley Matthews with 1 for 29 and Shakira Salman with 1 for 20 in their 4 overs. Shanika Bruce also got a wicket, but then the other bowlers, Shamil Connell struggled, none for 31. But the biggest disappointment was Alia Alain. 4 overs for 45 runs. It was a really, really bad effort from the West Indies bowlers. And towards the end, their discipline also suffered. What happened? They conceded too many runs and they bowled their overs very, very slowly. So that is why they may pay the price for 10-15 runs extra. That's the point. Deepti played with positive attendance, so we reached 160. It was very difficult. Absolutely, Phoenix. That's the thing. Pure soul. Jemima should be permanent now in every format. Love her passion. But again, as I had mentioned at the start of the broadcast, this was Jemima Rodriguez's first international 50 after 21 innings. What can you do? There were very intense questions asked about Jemima's attitude after the loss to Australia. So it is not very ideal to make the. Yes, Jemima is a very, very passionate cricketer. The celebration after she reached the 50, she was really pumped up and she contributed at a very important cause. Because remember, in the last couple of seasons, when it came to the knockout phases or in crucial games, India have almost bottled it up. Who can forget the 2022 World Cup ODI match against South Africa? They had to defend 270 plus. They could not. Deepti Sharma bowled a very, very vital no ball and it changed the entire fortunes of the team. In fact, not only changed it, India were eliminated. And if you have to look at in the other things, say for example 2018 World T20, the 2020 World T20, even there India let go of the initiative. But in the 2020 World T20, the game was done thanks to Alisa Healy and Beth Mooney's magnificent batting. Alisa Healy's striking in particular was simply sublime. But here the situation is India have to defend 162 and if India does it, they go into the semi-finals. Do you think Jemmy should have sacrificed a wicket for Shafali's? No. Look, even at that point in time, Shafali was slightly struggling. It wasn't a typical Shafali knock. Yes, her strike rate was brilliant. But whoever could bat in that sluggish wicket could make the difference. And I think both Shafali and Jemima were really, really in their zone. They could have hit the boundaries. But again, as I had said, the wicket is very, very sluggish at this point in Edgbaston. So total of 162 is actually good. And Barbados will not be very happy with the fact that they bottled up their match against Australia in dramatic circumstances, all out for 68. They will head into it with very low confidence. Who will India play in the semi-finals? Yes, I think, Australia are on top. I have to check with the other things of England and New Zealand. They'll play one of England or New Zealand. And I think mostly it will be England. So India might take on England. Australia will take on New Zealand. But I will come to that and I will check that after the end of the match. Depends upon what is the situation. Australia, easily, they swept the league stages. And that is why they are on top and probably will face New Zealand. India will face England. But I'll cross-check that and I'll give that update to you towards the end of the game. After India has won, hopefully, 163 is a very, very difficult total to chase down. This will be the highest successful total chased in the Commonwealth Games in Edgbaston. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We will be back with more updates. Remember, the India women's cricket game is very vital. If India win, they are through to the semi-finals. As simple as that. So join us in Sports Today for that. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.